I knew that was going to happen.
And cue Michael.
Hello, good evening. Here we are in the brand new year for a brand new episode of Reckless or Reckless, as I would say, but I'm not that much of a cunt. So, what are you all doing? Having a good time? Yeah, obviously, I'm here for a couple because this is the world of the internet, which I love, because I love it when I do like a fucking Zoom show and they say, "Hey, here's Michael all the way from Italy." And I'm like, yeah, this is Zoom, so it could be the next fucking room for all the effort I've made. You know what I mean? But anyway, we are now in the new year. We've had a great Christmas, I hope. I love Christmas. I do, seriously. Do you know why I love Christmas? Somebody's waving. Hello. Yeah. Well, one person's waving at me. That's 6 more than usual. Normally they run away. Yeah, don't exaggerate. Who do you think you are, Michael Jackson without the kids? Now, Cunn's been dead for 5 years. I'm still taking a piss out of him, But no, seriously, because what I love about Michael Jackson is whenever you say there's a possibility that he was a bit of a paedophile, people always say, yeah, but he was a great dancer. Like, that sort of makes it all right. Do you know what I mean? It's like, fuck all the kids you like. Just do the moonwalk first and you'll be fine. Actually, I have a bit of a theory about the moonwalk. I think he only learned to do it to confuse little children, It's like, which direction are you trying to fuck me from now? Shit. But anyway, I shouldn't really be making any jokes about paedophilia. Apart from this one, which I do like. It says in the Bible, love your neighbor. That's why the priest was next to the kindergarten. Thank you. I do like that one. My car has a baby on board sticker, so the person behind will slow down. Unless it's a priest, he speeds up. The Pied Piper of Hamelin. The Pied Piper of Hamelin, 5,000 children running after one man. That's a priest in reverse. Anyway, I didn't really want to do this. I want to talk about fucking Christmas, because I love Christmas. I do. Did you have a good Christmas? Yeah? Yeah, you have a good Christmas? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have to deal with you for 2 weeks.
You think I give a shit either way? I don't give a fuck about my Christmas. Never mind yours. No, but seriously, I love Christmas because Christmas is Father Christmas. Christmas is the one time of year you can go up to somebody and say, tonight, a fat old man is going to break into your house and drink all your whiskey and go straight to your kid's bedroom. Yes, he's brought sweeties. He says he needs to unload his sack. He's really Nicholas. And the other person goes, oh, that's really cool. That's awesome, because it's Christmas. You try that any other time of the year, you're fucked. But seriously, the only thing I hate more than Christmas is New Year. Isn't it a piece of shit? New Year, don't you think it's crap? Fucking New Year's resolutions. My New Year's resolution is to stop stuttering and quoting David Bowie. Yes, it's time to make some changes. Ciao. So this is my girlfriend. Yeah, it's free. It's free. Yeah, she's of age. I'm the opposite of a priest. She's of age. Yeah. Having fun? I got a laugh. I'm not used to that. Yeah. My New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is to stop.
Ciao a tutti.
You're right. Yeah, that was Italian. That was Italian. It means, Michael, you are gorgeous, and I want to suck you off now. Google Translate. Google Translate. Oh, fucking Google Translate. Seriously. No, my New Year's resolution is to stop talking about the Spice Girls. Yeah. No, seriously, I'm not joking. If I was going to joke, I think it's something far more sophisticated than that. I studied at Cambridge. No, seriously, my New Year's resolution is to stop talking about the Spice Girls, splitting infinitives, and swearing. Yes, That's what I want. What I really, really want
Hey!
to fucking do. So seriously, I have to go for a whole year without mentioning any Spice Girl. Scary, baby. I also have to go for a whole year without making any childish sexual innuendos. It's long and hard, but I'll pull it off. Anyway, anything else? No, you know what? You know what I really, really hate. What I really, really want. No, what I really hate about New Year is that there's always some fucking miserable bastard, isn't there? And it's me. No, really, there's normally some miserable bastard, and he always goes, you know, when it gets to New Year, I always feel rather sad and melancholy. And I say, do you? Then kill yourself, you miserable fucker. It doesn't get any better than this. If you're not happy now, if you're not happy at this moment, rest of the fuck. We do not condone suicide. Yeah, seriously. No, you should not. You shouldn't laugh at people who commit suicide. Well, you can because they're dead. But no, seriously. You know, I really hate it. I really hate it when somebody telephones you, right? And you're really funny and cool and sexy, but the miserable bitch never phones back. I hate that. That's why I quit working for the Samaritans.
Fucking hell.
Did you like that one?
Yeah.
Did you like that one? Yeah. It takes time, but it's worth it, you know. No, but I mean, you know, when people phone you up and they're just being really boring, you know, it's really pissing you off. I mean, it's fucking New Year. I mean, it's been a shit year. I know that. Hello, she's back again. It's been a shit year. Apparently, there's been some kind of virus going around.
No shit.
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard about it. It's all been kept very hush hush. You know. Let's hope it's nothing serious and it won't affect our day-to-day lives, and we should be all right. So, that reminds me, what is the difference between coronavirus and Donald Trump? Coronavirus might fuck off.
Hey.
He's fucking there all the time, isn't he? You can't get rid of him, you know. But I'm joking here because I'm a bit of a politician myself. I do, and I once said to Donald and Melania Trump, I said, "Can you think of an original slogan?" They said, "Yes, we can." Because people keep saying that Melania Trump is the new Jackie Kennedy. Yeah, I'm like, please, Donald, buy yourself a nice open-air convertible. You know you want to. Yeah, let's take this to its logical conclusion. Anyway, oh, did somebody burp there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought there was a smell of sperm.
Sorry.
I do like that joke. No, that's an old Italian joke. The Italians are
I
famous.
apologise. I'm having saliva right now. I really apologise.
Oh really? No, because there's a great Italian joke. Only one. The rest is shit.
Stick to the fucking script.
Yeah, I don't have a script. I'm just improv. I just made this up. Can you believe
No
it?
shit.
Yeah. No, that reminds me. Watson, I'm constipated. No shit. I'm joking because I suffer from premature ejaculation and diarrhea. Easy come, easy go.
Woo!
Anyway, so I'm going to shut the fuck up and introduce an act who's going to be even funnier than me, if you can actually believe that. This is an act that I've seen him several times. He's very funny. His name is Robert, which is a bit like Bob. Which being called Monkhouse. Yeah, well done. Yeah. Congratulations on being the 3,748th person to point that out. Bob's your uncle, eh? Bob's your uncle. No, that's what. No, seriously, because I've been living in Rome for 20 years, and after 20 years in Rome, I finally found a great place to work, London. Woo! Because no, seriously, because I'm a teacher, and people say, "Why don't you work in a state school?" You know, like a sort of secondary school. And there's one reason why I can't do it, because being called Monkhouse in a state school. Can you imagine the nickname? Oh, yeah. Oh my God! You got Bob next. You're going to Bob's lesson. Oh, Bob, hey, going to old Bob. For fuck's sake. So anyway, I'm going to shut the fuck up. Introduce the first act. This is a very hilarious person. I've seen him several times. He's always very funny. Big round of applause for Robert Outie.
Woo! Let me get him there.
Well, thank you very much. Michael, sorry to keep... my last name's pronounced Autie. Not that I mind at all, because honestly, when I go out on stage, normally the audience, my name is shit, fuck off. So, you know, it's still nice. So, 2021, same shit, different year. Normal things are happening. That weird virus that is outside is making us stay indoors. Donald Trump being a cunt as usual, and panic buying. But I have to say, I do understand the logic of the stockpiling on toilet paper, because every time I watch the news, I literally shit myself.
Way!
Thank you. Also, the amount of toilet roll we're getting through, we're just watching porn anyway. And who'd have thought that the acceptable handshake is this one, because we're not allowed to do this anymore because it's not safe. Moving on, the news is just awful every single time. It's just, but more bad news after bad news. But we did have good news stories at one point. Do you remember the times when we used to hear about the donkey that got rescued from a well?
Woo!
Don't hear that anymore, do we? No, it's just horror. And it reminds me a little bit of like Raiders of the Lost Ark, because every time I turn on the news, I switch on the telly and keep telling myself, Marion, don't look at it, shut your eyes. And within about the first few seconds of watching it, my face starts to melt. By the way, that is the most famous scene in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Pity Channel 4 didn't remember that last week, isn't it? Weird things have happened for the last 10 months, and one of them has been that I have been made a key worker.
Woo!
Don't congratulate me. It means you're all fucked. Because I work as a custodian at the Gloucester County Council because I'm unskilled and shit under pressure. The only reason I should be called a key worker is because I'm the custodian who loses his keys. But it's got worse, because now I've been made to go on a first aid course. Now, trust me, you do not want me as a first aider. I'll tell you what, if any of your family were injured, you don't want me going anywhere near them, because that would be a disaster on the potential for the scale of the coronavirus and Chernobyl rolled into one.
Wow.
By the way, did anyone watch that TV series, Chernobyl?
Yeah.
A couple of years ago. I learned so much. I mean, I never... Side effect of a nuclear explosion was for Russians to speak fluent English. That one died on its ass, didn't it?
I liked it.
Thank you. Anyway, but I did this first aid course, and do you know what makes me, what did my self-esteem in, was the trainer. Because the trainer is the man who has apparently done everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. He's part of the Red Sea. He's been in the SAS. He's been in the RAF. He was meant to be in the Olympics, but got blown up beforehand. Obviously, he's fine now. He got crucified, came back in 3 days, and also managed to run the Great Wall of China in under 2 hours. And then there's me, who can't even resuscitate a dummy. But actually, I managed to do that because when I approached the dummy to do CPR, it actually called out, "Help! Not you." And I actually understood. and I actually understand why. And I don't blame the dummy, because when I was younger, my first crush was Aquamarina from Stingray. Now, to some of you younger viewers, you may not know who Aquamarina was, but basically there was a spin-off called Stingray of Thunderbirds, and she was a mermaid puppet. And she was also, and I don't mean to be vulgar, because I know you are a very clean audience, she was my first wank.
Good.
I got wood just looking at her and a horrible mullet hairstyle. But the dummy, how did the dummies know about that? Because Aquamarina couldn't even talk. But anyway, before I finish,
Had a mouthful.
before I finish, I have I think what we need during this pandemic is a superhero who can cure disease. Now, many of you might think Superman, but I know just a person. His name, I don't know if you can see this. This is John Coffey from the Green Mile. And he's the man who can cure disease. And I have a poem. Now, if you haven't seen the film The Green Mile, I'm afraid there will be spoilers, but I have saved you 3 hours, 48 minutes, 22 seconds, and 2 days.
Hey.
It's one of my favorite films, and I have a poem. Now, originally, this was actually a song, but one of my friends, I quote, said to me, "Promise me you will burn your guitar and never, ever sing again." Which made me think, I'm on to something, but as we're in only the second week of January and it's already shit, I don't want to make you suffer anymore. So I'm just going to finish with a little poem about why John Coffey would have been the best key worker during these tough times. What we really need is a man like John Coffey. He could stop us all from coughing while sucking all our coughs in. We needn't have these coffins if we had John Coffey. And whilst he stopped the spread, we would feed him cornbread.
Woo!
It really isn't fair. He took the electric chair. And flattened the curve, but he was framed for being a perv. But he really went in style when he walked the Green Mile. And that really is a shame, because I think he'd ease the pain. We needn't have these coffins if we had John Coffey. He could have stopped the world from coughing, but he's in a 9-foot coffin.
Coffin. Wonderful.
Woo!
That's me. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
From old Robert, old Bob. I do love, seriously, I do love a bit of literature, you know, a bit of poetry. You know, my favourite poet is Andrew Dice Clay.
Woo!
I've seen him. He's certainly worth checking out, really. No, but I do a lot of reading, you know, in my free time, myself too. I've been reading Samuel Beckett, Waiting for Godot.
Woo!
Yeah. My personal opinion, it is total and utter fucking shit.
Preach.
I don't know who this Goddo cunt is, but he's obviously stud you up. So just move on, you pretentious man. Jesus Christ. Do you know how many times I've been stud up? I don't do a fucking play like that about it. I get on with my fucking life, you know. I've been reading Samuel Beckett, Happy Days. Do you know what I think? I think it is total and utter fucking shit. Can someone tell me what page the Fonzie comes in? Because it's not very funny so far, really. You know, it's like people say that the Marx Brothers are hilarious. I don't find the Marx Brothers funny at all. You know, I read Das Kapital 3 times. Didn't laugh once. I don't know. Must be the German sense of humor. You know, the Germans are famous for their sense of humor, you know. Anyway, Robert was talking a bit about superheroes, wasn't he? Personally, I'm a big fan of eating vegetables.
Woo!
Yeah, so I should be the Green Goblin.
Hey.
Thank you. That's a great joke, isn't it?
No.
Anything else? Yeah, he was. Robert was also talking about jobs. Now, I have to be honest. I always hated work.
Woo!
But now, no, seriously. Now I'm an astrologer, and my job is looking up.
Woo!
Thank you very much. You might have laughed. It's the only joke I know that doesn't involve the words wank, fuck, or Melanie. Steve Jobs has written a book about the benefits of fame. It's called Hand and Blow Jobs.
Woo!
But it works, you know, because it's like, you know, Steve Jobs and his fucking computer shit. I'm not into that. I wanted to set up something on Twitter, but I can't get a handle on it.
Woo!
Really. I wanted to set something up on an old website, but I need MySpace. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah. I wanted to get in touch with One Direction, but they're such a bunch of fucking cunts. I thought, fuck off. Anyway,
Hey!
here we go. No, because people say, Michael, you can't love the Spice Girls and hate One Direction because they're the same. And it's true, they are the same. Spice Girls, One Direction, I'm watching 5 cunts.
Woo!
Anyway, enough about my little obsessions. Let's move on with a new act. This is another act that I know very well. We've done a lot of shows together. He's always very funny. This is the hilarious Ryan Stannard. Give it up for Ryan Stannard.
Straight off the bat, in England, we are back in lockdown. I'm not too sure about in the places where the other acts are or where you guys, the audience are, if you're in lockdown. But straight off the fact, if you have an ugly face, do not worry, a face mask can hide it. I bet Tracy Grimshaw's very pleased about that. So straight off the back, I've been coming up with a couple new jokes. So if you are a fan of Freddie Mercury or Justin Bieber, please suck my fucking dick. So here we go. So what does Freddie Mercury and Justin Bieber have in common? One had AIDS in the bollocks, the other one has AIDS in the throat because the motherfucker can't sing for shit. I mean, for fuck's sake. The thing really annoys me about Justin Bieber these are the words which made his career. Baby, 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 baby. I ain't giving you my fucking baby so you can drug it up, for fuck's sake. I mean, I've got more experience in drugs than you have, mate. I mean, you've been arrested and charged for drugs. That we won't talk about the 3 and 4 years that I was in jail for. But moving on. So, yes, we're back into another lockdown. Fucking shit. So, I'm not going to make the COVID joke that I usually do, you know.
Oh.
Yeah. Fucking, yeah, shut up, you get it. But, so, yeah, oh, well, if you guys really want it,
Woo!
then, nah, fuck it. So, in March, I had COVID. Yes, I had COVID, and it was shit. So my girlfriend came over and cared for me every single day. And one day when she brought up my dinner, I looked at her and I said, hey, I have made a poem for you. Do you want to hear it?
Woo!
Now, bearing in mind, this was at the end of the month of March. she was on her time of the month. So instead of going, oh, you've written a poem for me, she went, yeah, well, go on then. You're going to fucking tell me or what? You fucking rude cunt. Here you go then. Roses are red, violets are blue. Do you have coronavirus? Because I can't stop looking. Oh! Coughed all over the bit. You fucking deserved it. Let me tell you that now. So she slapped me across the face. So I am now single. So if anyone is interested, I am over the legal age here in England. So DM me and I'll give you my address later on. But just be warned, I may drug you up just before we have rough sex. So yeah, no. So recently, I have been examining my cat. No, don't worry, I'm not no Shane Dawson. I didn't come on my cat. Don't worry.
Oh, fucking hell.
So I was measuring her nose. 5 fucking inches long. Fucking hell. She needs a new job. Fucking hell, the Concorde is way too fucking underrated for that size of a fucking nose. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, right now she's at work. I mean, hold on. I'm going to quickly go and try and find her in a minute, you know, because she gets too much money for just working at the fucking Concorde. I mean, what the fuck would you do if you walked onto a plane and a flight attendant was a cat? Just looked up at you going, meow, 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 meow. Well, the Chinese people would be like, eating it.
No.
But anyway, I'm going to finish up there.
Cool.
Because
Yeah.
it's boring. I'm boring.
Cool. Woo!
Anyway,
Thank you so much, Ryan Stannard. Very funny, as always. Yeah, we've done a lot of shows together, Ryan. He always raises my spirits.
Woo!
You heard it call that before, have you? So anyway, because we are now in the middle of the show, so I thought because we've had Christmas, I've done something very nice just for you. I've dug out some of my Christmas jokes. Do you want to hear my Christmas jokes?
Woo!
Yeah.
You've got no fucking choice. I'm going to fucking do them anyway because I'm a cunt.
Hey.
But here we go. You'll like these. Okay. How does Shawn Mendes do up his presents? Stitches.
Woo!
Yeah. If you know who Shawn Mendes is, you'll get that joke.
Woo!
If you don't know who Shawn Mendes is, you're fucking lucky because he's shit. He's obviously on direction. Number 2, Christmas is a good time for beef, lettuce, and tomato. They're on a roll. Thank you. Now I'm joking here, but seriously, I saw a piece of dead cow, dead ox, and veal, and I said, "What's the beef with you?
Wait.
Beef with you." Bad time for gherkins. They're in a pickle.
Woo!
Forum on Christmas cake, treacle, and pudding. Some threads may be sticky.
Hey.
Jerry Halliwell is now working as Santa Claus. She puts
Whee!
the kid on her knee and says, "So tell me what you want, what you really, really want."
Hey.
Thank you. Santa is now putting sweets down his trousers. Smarty pants. What does the cannibal sing at Christmas? Eat me under the mistletoe. What's Cliff Richard's favorite herb? Christmas time.
Woo!
Which actually reminds me of when Mick Jagger fell over in a vegetable patch. He said, "Time is on my side." Yeah.
Time and a place.
Yeah, there's a time. Yeah, well, I actually got confused about herbs and fish. I thought there's a time and a place. Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? No, because that reminds me when I went to the restaurant, and I said I'd like a portion of chips with fish. He said place. I said next to the chips.
Hey.
Yeah, That reminds me, when I went to McDonald's, I said, I'd like a hamburger, please. He said, with relish. I said, I'd like a hamburger, please. It's
Got a round of applause for that one, Michael.
Did you like it?
You got a clap for that one.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they? Yeah, I'm writing these down just so you know you can use them. That reminds me when Simon and Garfunkel said to Depeche Mode, "We have a great new line, but we can't think of how to finish it. We've written parsley, sage, and rosemary." Depeche Mode, do you think we'll ever finish this line? And Depeche Mode said, "Of course you will. It's just a question of time."
Hey.
Thank you. I almost forgot the punchline. That would be timeless.
Hey.
Anyway, enough of my fucking bullshit. Let's move on. The next act is Brooke.
Hang on a minute.
Are you on next? Yeah. Sorry, I'm fucking up.
Just put it there. You
Having
can't even do your job right, can you?
My job. I'm getting paid for this, you cunt. This is as good as I get. Don't get
Hey.
Yeah, that reminds me, there was once when I've been doing a lot of shows, and I did one show, and I remember the organizer. I had a nickname for her. I called her Stupid Bitch.
Woo!
And she said, technically, yeah. And she said, "You're going to get paid." And I said, "I don't have to get paid. I'm doing this because it's fun, you know."
Hey.
Said, "No, I'm going to get paid." Italian. And after the show, she split, a bit like my mother's legs. She split.
Hey.
Seriously, she split the money between herself and the theatre and the other people, the lighting and stuff. And then she split. And do you know how much money I made that day?
Nothing.
I made £1.37.
Woo!
You see, now at this point, I prefer not to be paid and just fuck around. Do you know what I mean?
Hey.
So anyway, the next act is Brooke. She is the host of Backline Comedy Open Mic.
Did Kim go already?
Contagious.
No, I haven't even done anything yet.
Sorry, yeah, and also contagious. Do remember to pronounce the first syllable correctly.
Don't worry, me and Brooke will just swap around.
I thought Kim went and then I went.
No, it's me, then Brooke.
It says next up is Kim, Brooke.
I'm not doing a gangbang with Brooke, I'm sorry, but
Like, let us get to know each other for a few more years before.
I think you're going to have fun anyway. So I'm just going to say this is Kim Nash. I know fairly well. And Brooke, who is, I'm going to say this anyway. She's the host of Backline Comedy Open Mic, in case you missed it. Because I know if you don't speak English, because I know there are some Australians watching. I know it's difficult for you. And contagious. You get the first syllable right. In fact, that reminds me, people look at me and they say, that man is a contender. Sometimes syllable. I think that's what they mean. Also, the Stay Home Comedy Show and Anarchy Show from Nebraska, USA. So give a big round of applause for the next act. Thank you.
which one is it? Me or Brooke? Which one you want to go for? You know what? Fuck it. I'll go. Hi. Yes. I am not the 69 Queen, unfortunately. No. I'm not.
Different. I didn't recognize you.
I know. It's because normally I'm in black, but I'm not tonight.
Yeah,
so
it's just the glasses. Put glasses on, then I'd recognize you.
I'm not even going to go there. Anyway, hi. This is fun. Just a couple of things to clarify. I must have made a really good decision hiring Michael to do this shit. I'm getting those laughs. That's fine. Okay. Another clarification. I'm not a woman. Okay, good. Just end that there. I'm not a woman. It's like, oh, you look like one. It's like, to be fair though, if I was a woman, I'd probably be the ugliest fucking woman in the world. Like, I wouldn't even fuck myself. Like, don't awe at that bit.
I would. I'd fuck me.
That's not the bit you're supposed to awe at. I do this on every other comedy show now. It happens. Okay, right, on to the actual set part of the comedy. That's what I'm here for. So I thought I'd tell you a bit about myself. My name is actually unisex, which I think is a lie for two reasons. Yes, going with the old jokes is fine.
I haven't heard this before.
No shit.
Yeah, Watson.
So my name is unisex, which I think is a lie for 2 reasons. Number one, I could never afford uni. Look at me. I can't even afford a fucking light bulb. I can't afford a light bulb, let alone student debt. Is there anyone here in student debt? No.
Yes.
No, he struggled too much.
Oh, I know, right? I just talk shit all the time. But yeah, first, I could never afford uni, let alone a fucking light bulb. And second of all, I don't get sex. That's the bit you're supposed to awe at. Thank you. Fucking hell. It's
Wonderful.
right, hang on. Right. I did this on a comedy show the other day. People tell me I need to be more, visually interactive with the audience. So every time you're supposed to laugh, I'm going to do this. Boom. See, Elazar gets it. Brilliant. So every time you're supposed to laugh, that is going to come up. There's loads of other things written in here. There's loads of other things. There's cunt. There's twat face. There's 69 written in here.
Woo! Woo!
Don't cheer at that bit.
69.
Woo! Any 69 fans there?
My favourite number. It's my favourite number. Go on.
I know, right? Yeah, 69 lovers. What else?
I counted.
Oh, okay, right. Okay, this is interesting. This is where I want to go, definitely. So I don't know if you heard, but my deadbeat father is getting married soon. So I thought I'd take the liberty of writing him a nice little wedding present letter.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to do it on a very judgmental, a very judgmental audience, because you're very kind. Some people too kind. Am I right, Brooke?
Yeah.
What? Fucking hell! I'm going to get cancelled for sexual harassment in a minute. Right. So yeah, I wrote my dad a letter for his wedding. So a little bit of a present in one. So here we go. Dad, on the happiest day of your life, I must confess one thing. I fucked your wife. So have a good life. I'm a poet and I fucking know it. It's great. Okay, right, moving on. My mum, yes, my lovely mother, she doesn't like being the butt of my jokes. But ironically, she is the butt of my jokes, and that's the problem. Where's your fucking priorities? Like, come on, where's your priorities? Come on. Okay, so right, my bank account. Is it weird that my bank account talks to me? Does anyone else's bank account talk to them?
Yeah,
no.
Fuck off.
Yeah, yours says fuck off. Mine actually says 2 words as well, but mine says ha ha poor. That is all it ever says to me. I went into Starbucks recently. Okay, yes, they're open. Yes, they are open. I think. Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yes, they are.
Thank you. Shut up. Thank you. So I walked into Starbucks the other day, and I'm going to pay, and all I hear from my little green bank card is ha ha poor. And it's like, stop stating the fucking obvious. Like, I know I'm poor. That's why I'm having to go to Starbucks. Water. Don't even answer that one, Stannard. Right. Moving on to crushes. All right. We all have a crush. When we're younger. Michael has the Spice Girls. Elazar probably has, I don't know, someone. Ryan has a mother. I don't know.
Excuse me.
Michael's mom. Michael's mom.
Right. Who else?
Yeah. I'm the only man who hasn't fucked yet. Come on.
Brooke probably has a crush on just herself. Like, it's fine. You can always fuck yourself anytime. I'm not telling you to fuck yourself right now. No, I'm not saying that. Okay. I'm not saying that. I'm not being cancelled. Okay. Okay, right, let me get back to my script. Oh, yeah. Right, crushes. So, when I was younger, I had a crush. And what I'm about to tell you is an honest, true conversation I had with her. So, here we go. So, I said to her, "You're really pretty." She said back to me, "You're really ugly."
Aww.
Oh.
I said,
Oh.
this is panto all over again, ain't it? She said I'm really ugly.
She's behind you.
For fuck's sake. But yeah,
No, she isn't.
I'm gonna have to mute someone in a minute.
Aww.
Don't worry, I'm saying
Oh
right,
no,
all right,
she
enough of the fucking
isn't.
horse. All right. Other comments to get through. But yeah, my crush, you know, I said to her that she's really pretty. She said to me, "You're really ugly," and I went like this. Let me let you in on a little secret. I fucking know. Stop stating the fucking obvious. Okay? You see in a pattern. Don't call it that. That's not the order.
You're not. Listen. You're not ugly. You're just easy to patronize.
No, you're just short.
Oh.
Fucking hell. Where do I go from that? I'm getting roasted by my own crew. I'm getting roasted by my own team. Fucking hell. Okay. So, who knows? You know the saying, live fast, die young. Yeah? You know that saying? That is bullshit. Okay? I'm telling you now, and I said this on either Backline or Anarchy. I can't remember which one it was now, but will probably correct me later on. But, you know, live fast, die young. Fuck that shit. Okay? I'm going to stick around until you pricks get sick of me. Honestly. Like,
Good.
I don't care. Yeah, fucking cheer that bit. Yeah. I'm sticking around until you pricks get sick of me, you know? I'll be honest, you know, when they come round, you know, in a care home to wash my old man balls, you know, I'm just going to be sat here, right? Right. We got mixed reactions there. Right, here we go. Right, we're doing this now. All right, you cheeky fuckers. Right, here we go. Right, let me explain this, okay? So down here, fuck off. Down here, we had Brooke scoring that or cheering that, and then next to Brooke, we had Ryan grossing out at the sight of my balls.
No, see, the really bad thing is, it's because I've actually seen them before.
All right, do not mention this.
Just rolled it. I want to roll with it.
Quick, move on. But yeah, as I said, you know, I'm going to stick around till you pricks get sick of me. You know, when they come to wash my old man balls, when they come to wash my old man balls in that fucking care home, you know, I'm just going to be sat there writing jokes. You know, I'm just going to be there writing jokes until I fucking go. You know, I'm going out all guns blazing. I don't actually know how long I've been going. I was supposed to be timing myself, but it's not fucking working, is it?
No, that's cool. That's cool, man.
I'm the one. Oh, good. Someone's keeping time, hopefully. It's my show anyway. My show. What am I on about? Yeah, you know, I'm just going to hang around until you pricks get sick of me. I don't care if I offend you, you know. Like, I'll go when I'm ready, you know. Yeah, you're not cheering that bit. Good. Okay, cool. You know, I think just to finish, to bring me to the end of my set is, I think we have to give a big round of applause to Twitter for suspending Donald Trump's Twitter account.
Yay!
Fuck off, you old fucking cocksucker.
Yes, finally, Twitter is something useful. Talking about Twitter, Twitter is the new Pornhub. Anyone else know that? Anyone else?
I missed it.
Literally, there's so many OnlyFans models now. Twitter, literally, you just load Twitter up and it's OnlyFans model. At Kim Nash Comedy, you owe me money. OnlyFans model. But yeah, I'm gonna finish on this. You know, if we're gonna actually no, I am gonna finish on two things. First, if we're gonna kill each other, okay? If we're gonna kill each other, loads of people are dying, especially in the capital. You know, if we're gonna kill each other,
Oh, okay.
I'm just loving this. If we're gonna kill each other, if we kill each other, okay? If we're gonna kill each other, can we please do it in peace? You know, if you're gonna fucking die, just slump over in the corner, shut the fuck up, and die. What was that Young Ones reference, Michael? We're in please.
Dead yet.
But yeah, I'm just gonna say this. You know, if you're gonna give me a tombstone, okay, when I die, which is gonna happen eventually, if you're gonna give me a tombstone, can you just write literally on my tombstone, "Here lies a clown who wrote some jokes." Simple. Just write that. Nothing else. Not
That's more than I'm gonna get, man.
Just write, "This cunt wrote some jokes that probably bombed a lot of the time." Anyway, thank you so much. I've been Kim Nash. Go follow me on Instagram. I'm going to hand it back over to Monkhouse.
Wonderful stuff, Rachel. No, I did enjoy that. No, because I know what you mean about dying. You know, you want to die and you're like, yeah, wonderfully.
You're close to death.
Yeah, I'm closer than you are, mate. You know. No, because there was a really funny Woody Allen quote. That's more sperm I can smell. No, there was a really funny Woody Allen quote, which was, "I know it's my daughter, but I can't wait to fuck her."
Hey!
People often say, "Michael, you know, you're interested in comedy. What's the funniest thing Woody Allen ever did?" And I say,
"Your mother."
Doesn't get any better than that. No, seriously, because I read on Wikipedia, so it must be true.
Woo!
It's always the acid test for me, that Wikipedia. It's better than the Sun, News of the World. Seriously, I read on Wikipedia, so it must be true. There was a guy in America. It's always in America, because if it was anyone else, nobody would fucking believe it. You know, but you say in America, it's possible, you know, some states in America. No, and this guy, he decided to masturbate. Sorry if that's too technical. Masturbate. Onanism.
Hey!
Wrapping the purple-headed yogurt slinger. Knocking them out. All right. There are many names for it. I'm a comedian, so I fucking know, because that's all men talk about. No, but seriously, you know, he decided to masturbate 72 times in one day. And I thought, respect. And it's absolutely true. He died of exhaustion. No, it's not funny. It's tragic. He fucking died. But the whole point is that he died happy. It's what he would have wanted, you know. And, you know, you talk to the typical English person and they always say, yes, I want to die peacefully in my sleep.
Go out all guns blazing.
Definitely. Firing on all cylinders, literally. Woo! You know, because I hate that. It's like, I want to die peacefully in my sleep. Doesn't that just sum up what a fucking useless bunch of fucking cunts we English people are? You know?
Hey!
Even when you're dying, you don't want to create a fucking fuss.
Hey!
Don't fuck yourself. It's like, yes, oh, I'm just about to die now. Don't get worried. Don't create any noise. I shall just find a cold, damp corner in which I shall die peacefully. Thank you very much. Don't fuck yourself. I want to die knocking one out over Melanie C's gorgeous dough-like face.
Woo!
There to go. It's what she would have wanted. There is nothing wrong with masturbation, right? You know, people talk about so many disgusting things, you know, war, famine, Justin Bieber, yeah. You need a wank just to cheer yourself up.
Hey.
Seriously, yeah, my worst, oh, we've got to, that's what I love. You can talk about Donald Trump, politics, nothing, but you talk about wanking, it's like, oh yeah. Seriously, my worst ever wank was Melanie C. Well, that's funny in itself, is it? Knocking one out of a sporty, you got a problem with that? She's a nice lady. Seriously, my worst ever wank was Melanie C on TFI Friday.
Hey.
Yeah, that's right. The pause function went off just before I did.
Hey.
And sorry to be technical, but I shot my wad all over Chris Evans' face.
Hey, oh God.
That's what I was saying.
That smile does not help.
But by a bizarre coincidence, Melanie was saying,
look at Rob. Rob is gone.
but no use crying over spilt milk. Yeah, I often use that. I'm glad you're laughing because I often use that story to break the ice at parties.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, I don't get invited to parties very often.
I wonder fucking why.
Not since my nephew's 4th birthday party. Really.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Did not go down well. Did not go down well, but still interesting.
Just get on with it.
You shouldn't make jokes about the Spice Girls, but because guys they're always talking about wanking, and they always talk about it like they're kind of proud. It's like my finest wanking moment. It's nothing to be proud of. It's the easiest thing in the fucking world. Just knock one out. Yeah.
Fucking hell, I can't do this anymore.
Anyway, little masturbation stories. No, because people often ask me. They say, Michael, what's the difference between theatre and stand-up? And I say, well, number one, I say, fuck off and leave me alone. If I can be asked, I say the difference is that theatre is when you create a character with a past, a present, and a future, and stand-up is when you talk about your last wank.
Marvin.
Yeah. Number two, theatre is when you create a character who has a certain axe to grind and discuss things that could maybe make the audience think. And stand-up is when you talk about your last wank.
Three.
Number three, theatre is when you take a piece that has been written by a historic character or personage and you interpret it in your own way. Stand-up. Thank you. You talk about your last wank. Unless you're a woman, in which case you demolish all men on earth. No, it's just something. I'm going to shut up a minute. There's something that I love about women today, which is that all day, women all day is like men are cunts, men are useless. I hate women. Men are cunts, men are useless. I hate men. Men are shit. Men are awful. I hate men. I had a relationship with a man who was a cunt. I hate men. 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 I hate fucking men.
It's not
fine. That's how you feel. If that's how you feel, fine. Woo! What are you doing? Going on a blind date? I can't wait. Oh my god! If you hate men that much,
get on with it.
Anyway, I am going to get on with it. Next act is the person that I described twice before, so I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to shut the fuck up and just ask you to give a big round of applause for the hilarious Brooke Barcel.
Thank you, Mike. I couldn't tell if my turn was earlier, if my turn is now, or if I was going to get a turn. But
we look so alike.
Woo!
It's uncanny. It's uncanny.
Oh man, you're talking about masturbating.
Yeah, I'm a man. Of course I am.
Like masturbating's like one person trying really hard to do something, better suited for like 3 to 5 people.
Very hard, yeah. Hard is the right word.
I'm currently
Oh my fucking god.
I'm in a lawsuit right now. I've been suing Five Guys. I don't know if they have the Five Guys in UK. It's a sign. It says big Five Guys. I'm suing them for false advertising.
Of course we have Five Guys.
I could have something like that. You have one. You go in, it's like free peanuts. Cool, excited, you get the salt in your mouth. You're like, okay,
Fucking hell.
I'm suing them. It should be saying like might contain Five Guys, because you can get burgers and fries anywhere, So my lawyer said not to worry, the jury is hung. Should be a good deal for me. All right, now to the jokes that I wanted to do today. I've been told before that I have pigtail energy. I don't know if that picks up on the video or not. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of tangible. You can almost feel it, almost. But I feel like it's something else that people are picking up on. how do I say it? I'm just gonna say it. Okay.
Woo!
I have big clit energy.
Woo!
Thank you. Yes, it deserves a whoo. Yeah, it deserves a lot of attention. It deserves a lot of attention. Like the girl that got introduced a couple times. Like, she deserves a lot of attention. If I was gonna die, like if I had to like pick how I was gonna die, like wouldn't it be cool if it was in the middle of a 69?
Hey!
I think that would be really cool. Like, and then that's it. But then at the same time, you could have been like, you know, like, and that was it. Like, it's cool. I'm not saying my clit's big. I want to circle back to that real quick.
Wait.
Got big energy, you know, but I don't know. I didn't know. Guys, you kind of know. I think you know, right? You know. You got the eggplant emoji, so you go to the grocery store. Like, you know what you're supposed to look like, right? For girls, it's a little different. It's a little different. Like, we don't have that. We don't have an eggplant emoji to know. I mean, maybe the chickpea, but is that accurate? Or even the lily, is that even accurate? We're all so I had to go online and do some research just to make sure, you know, I wasn't like moved out. A lot of clickbait on the internet.
Hey!
I know. Keep circling back. You also need to be careful when you're spelling, when you're researching things like this. I was looking at Volvos. Yeah, I'm like, no, there needs to be a U. There needs to be a U in there. I came across something that bothered me. There's something called a hoodectomy. I heard like a knife sound like right at that word. That's what it is. They trim. It's like a like snipping, like trimming, like filleting your mignon down there for the lady. I hope it never comes to that, you know.
Hey!
I think that you should just let your floor flat flop. You know? Whichever way it wants to go. I apologize, my accent is pretty thick.
Hey!
Oh yeah. Let's see. I did more research, and they're very, very diverse, right? And like, I don't think like you should go to that kind of measure unless like it's really out of control. But like, you're not gonna go up to a flower and be like, hey, you know, why is that like that? You know, no. Like, first of all, you're lucky to be close to that flower in the first place. And then like maybe like or like ask really nicely if you could pluck the flower. That's probably what I would do. Pluck the flower. I don't really tell dick jokes. I apologize.
Aww.
I know. I call them cockliments.
Woo!
Or like a dick serious, you know, from time to time.
Hey.
COVID-19? Yeah. I really thought he was 30. And I don't get sick, but I do get cuck colds.
Hey!
They do call me the queen of the 69.
Woo!
I talked about it a little bit, but like it's mostly about equality, you know, and just like settling for too many sixes, like giving a lot of sixes but not getting the nines, you know. So now I just demand it, like at the same time. Like that's why I practice handstands.
Wee.
No excuses, right?
Woo!
Gotta like tickle my twaddle sometimes too. Jeez. Like circling back. Right? It's equality. You give to get. 69. 69 fairy is real.
Wait.
Fairy is real. I know that because of all the cum from underneath my pillow.
Hey.
Be careful with the 69 fairy. All fun and games when you're at home, you know, but driving down the interstate going 69, you know, to feel like a lady. I don't know how that translates in kilometers. Probably not good. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's really reckless.
What size? 69 in kilometers.
Oh,
Oh, that's like 69 degrees. You probably don't even do degrees. Oh my gosh, wrong crowd. You look at your phone battery. That's 69%. You know,
I just wonder.
coming.
South Africa, so we use kilometers. So.
fucking hell, man.
Okay, so 69 degrees Celsius, and you're driving 69 kilometers on Highway 69, and then you're like,
Hey.
and you're also like, woo, you know, like, oh, that's a neat, like, wow, like, how does that all happen? And then like you wreck your car, and like the Geico insurance. You have Geico. He speaks in like British, the Geico gecko. So like, yeah, they don't believe me about the 69 theory, but like, be careful out there, okay? Be careful. Okay. What else? The other day I was like super deep in a thought, really deep in a thought, and she was like,
Oh, not this again.
I went to pick up the other day for a shell pickle, and without my permission, they cut it in half. I said, no, I did not ask for a cut, sliced, tainted pickle. I wanted my pickle whole.
Woo!
I don't know what, they didn't know what I had planned for my pickle. I was going to take it to the park, take selfies with my pickle, and then I couldn't because it was damaged. So, like, I don't know if it's okay in the UK, but don't cut pickles without permission either. Woo! Yeah, this has been a lot of fun. I'll wrap that up. You can follow me at Brooke Makes Fun. At Brooke Makes Fun on all the stuff. And then at Brooke Makes Cum. That's a joke. Thank you.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Oh, that was wonderful. Thank you so much, Brooke. Yeah, I'm a little bit confused because, you know, I'm not really quite sure, you know, what to make of sex. In fact, I got sex education from my mother. I did.
Prostitute?
No, seriously. And I said, Mum, is it true that you've given blowjobs to every man in the southeast of England? She didn't answer. She had a mouthful.
Hey!
What's the difference between my mother's vagina and my mother's living room? You take your shoes off before you come in the living room. What's the difference between the Spice Girls and my mother's legs? The Spice Girls occasionally get back together. No, seriously, I'm glad you're laughing because I was doing these jokes the other night on Zoom, you know, and I didn't know, but my dad was in the audience. No, but seriously, no, my dad, he was really cool about it. You know, afterwards, he just took me to one side and he said, Mike, I know you're just mucking around, but next time, can you not make any more jokes about the Spice Girls?
Hey, oh.
Religion's a tough one. You know that. You shouldn't make jokes about religion. So no, but seriously, you know, I need to know a lot about sex. I'm a little bit kind of uneducated. You know, I don't really know what's going on. And I said to my mother, I said, you know, what is sperm?
Oh no.
And she said, oh, hang on, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Oh.
No, but then she explained. She said, sperm is when you're young, you take it lying down.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
When you get older, you take it on the chin.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And at my age, you just swallow it.
Oh, hey.
Yes, one swallow does not make a summer, but it does mean that my mother likes you.
Woo.
It reminds me of that. Do you remember that horrible video? Who was that fucking awful woman? Can't remember her name. That was like the sledgehammer thing. Do you remember that? Who was that?
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, Miley Cyrus.
Oh,
With the
yeah.
sledgehammer thing. Wasn't that horrible? Wasn't that a terrible moment for women's liberation? You know, like 100 years of radical feminism, and a woman has to fillet a sledgehammer to get on the telly. You know, I mean, this is sad, isn't it? It's like, you know, one swallow does not make a summer, but it does mean that Miley likes you. No, but there was the other one, which was you can't get blood from a stone, but if you're Miley Cyrus, you can get sperm from a sledgehammer. You know, because I come from a different generation. People say that I'm sexist. I'm not sexist. I want to respect women, but I just find it very difficult to respect them when they turn themselves into total fucking animals.
Woo.
You know, there was. Do you remember about 5 years ago there was this thing with Madonna, and it was Madonna still sexy at 56. Do you remember that? Seriously, do you remember? And it was Madonna, I'm 56 and I'm still sexy. And she did these really like sexy photos with like, you know, the corset and the, you know, and everybody was going, oh my God, she's Madonna and she's still sexy. Oh, that is awesome. She's 56 and she's still sexy. Oh my God, awesome, 56. No. This is the saddest thing I'd ever seen in my entire fucking life. A woman of 56 who still wants to get wanked over. You know, you could almost hear a sad, weedy little voice. Please wank to me. Please wank to me. Please, sir. Look, I have 2 titties, just like Katy Perry. Tell me they're not worth a drop of your spunk, sir. Tell me you can't eke out a dribble of bollock yogurt for old Madge.
Oh, for fuck's sake, man.
You used to drain your balls so quickly. I don't know what kind of fucking, you know, young women, you know, I like a bit of respect. Anyway, apparently that makes me a misogynist.
Hey.
Got that. Anyway, we're on now, before I get into trouble, as usual. So, no, it was the same thing with fucking, was it Melania Trump? And people say, you know, Melania Trump is a strong woman. Melania Trump is lying underneath Donald Trump while he sticks his cock in her. I mean, how strong is that? You know? Imagine that, flailing, thrashing around on top of you every night like a berserk mammoth. That's not girl, and believe me, I know. Anyway, let's move on with the next act. We are going to have, this is the headliner. Oh,
Woo!
yes. Headliner. Headlines was a song by the Spice Girls, which I didn't jerk off to on principle because I thought it was crap. Even I thought it was crap. That's how bad it is.
Hey.
Let's give a big round of applause for the wonderful Eliza Friedman.
Woo!
Thank you. I am so grateful to be here. Excited to be headlining. You know, my mother thinks my career isn't going well. I'm actually headlining the, you know, the duck logo show. So, you know,
Hey.
Nice.
okay. You know, that goes to show you. Yeah, I'm kind of headlining. Anyway, I wanted to share. I know these are difficult times, and I wanted to share a quote, and from this book called the Tao Te Ching, and I'll share the quote, and then I'll go back to comedy. Okay, so don't worry, you know, take it easy. All right. Build the wall. Still relevant, am I right? No. That's, silly. All right. I like reading. I like writing the Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite comic book hero. You know, I have the old school ones. Are still written by Stan Lee. One of these this one is written by Stan Lee, and these are from like the 60s. Writing has become so sophisticated once you take a look back at how it used to be. Like we're used to like Breaking Bad and like Game of Thrones, where every character has a backstory and the plot is written out before it even begins. The writers, they didn't care. They didn't care at all. They didn't bother explaining anything. They're like, Peter Parker's in Miami. So is the Green Goblin. Go fuck yourself. I don't have to explain. You figure it out. It's so annoying. Kansas City, he's visiting his cousin in Kansas. Dr. Octopus is there. Same weekend. Why? I don't care. We're not gonna. This one is real though. Those were like, I'm sure that something along those lines kind of happened. Yeah, like Dr. Octopus married Aunt May in one of the. How the fuck does that coincidence happen? But this one was Spider-Man. I don't even know how to pronounce this town. He went to Kazke, Algeria, to happen to his parents, and like one of the bad guys was there in Kazke, Algeria, just chilling. Red Skull, whatever. This is one of the Fantastic Four covers. This is like Stanley and Jack Kirby. This is early stuff, and I like this cover. I'm gonna show you what's going on here. Here is Mr. Fan. Oh, there's a mirror effect, so I'm having really. Oh fuck! I don't know. It's all right there. All right, here is Mr. Fantastic. Okay, and he's saying it'll take more than ropes to keep Mr. Fantastic out of action. It's not clear who tied him, right? It's it looks like he fell asleep in the middle of the street, and someone tied him, and then he woke up when the monster came out. I thought maybe the monster had tied him, but he doesn't have the motor skills. This was done by like a Boy Scout, right? The one on his feet. The invisible girl, she's in the middle of turning invisible. I think she should have done that before she was caught, but whatever. I guess late than never. She's saying, I can't turn invisible fast enough. I just think it's no longer relevant. He's caught you, Here's the torch. He's saying, just wait and see, sister. The Fantastic Four have only begun to fight. Like she knows she's his sister. Why are you saying this? Who wrote this? Porn writers? Like, geez, if he said step, I would have just gone. And here's the thing, right? He's pushing a car that's not even in his way, but he's pushing it further out of his way. He wants to play. All right. Bring the people back. Thank you. Who is the stage manager? Good time. Yeah. Woo! Yeah, I don't know. I just have a very analytical mind. I watch Planet Earth, and I'm telling you, I'm getting tired of these nature shows telling me which animals to love. I want to. It's my choice, right?
Yeah.
This whole polar bear propaganda. I'm getting really tired of it. The global warming is hurting polar bears because the ice melts and they can't hunt seals. Well, guess what? I like seals. Okay, so I'll just walk down the street throwing straws out like a flower girl. That's as far as I'm concerned. Help the seals. No one cares about fish. I don't know if you've noticed this. No one cares about fish. I heard David Attenborough say the most insensitive thing. He said, if we don't stop overfishing, there could be no more dolphins. And I'm like, well, excuse me. Poor fish. They're just a means to dolphins, aren't they? Got dolphin-free tuna. That's no dolphins tuna. All right. I would. My feelings would have gotten hurt. And Jesus didn't care about fish either. I think that might have been the lowest point in fish history. When because his signature miracle was, oh, you got a dead fish. Don't worry, I'll make it 1,000 dead fish. All right. It was like the Oprah fish. You get a dead fish. You get a dead fish. Everyone gets a dead fucking fish, right? That was of Jersey. Yeah. And Jewish God, he's no better. He doesn't care either. Because I'll explain why. All right. All animals except for fish have to be slaughtered in a certain way, so it's humane. And there's rules. Moses was like, how do we kill fish? And God was just like, pull it out of the water and wait. I'm busy. What are you fish for? Wait, what do you mean wait? Just wait, they'll stop flopping, you're good. Oh, you mean like the fish equivalent of drowning? Yeah. It's like pulling someone's head under the water until it stops moving. That's what you're doing to a fish when you pull it out of the water. You're just like, I can't breathe. But I heard someone say that that fish have someone started to justify it by saying fish only have memories that last 3 seconds. And I'm like, it still sucks, That just means every 3 seconds he's like, existence is torture. Existence is torture. Existence is torture. And we care about other animals. That's the problem. We care about we have free-range chickens. We have cage-free eggs. By the way, eggs, they don't mind being in cages. Yes, thank you. All right, I've been talking about I think I can't tell how smart I am. It's troubling me, Someone told me that Indians invented the number 0, and I was like, whatever. It's a worthless circle. That was my first reaction. Then someone was like, no, you don't understand. To turn 1 into 10, you need to add 0. And I'm like, you don't understand. To turn 1 into 10, you need to add 9. You got to think, right? No, but it is a genius invention, right? I still don't know why, but I'm just gonna be humble and assume that I'm missing something, something pretty. Yeah, Brooke's like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking. Just shit. Unless Brooke knows what 0 is. She knows 69 is the only numbers she knows. But I am very analytical. It makes it harder for me to enjoy like TV and movies. You guys remember the show 24? You guys, anyone watch that?
Okay.
I love that show, but everyone was enjoying it, and I was like asking myself all these stupid questions, and nobody else wasn't bothering anyone. I was like, there are 8 seasons. How come it takes exactly 24 hours to thwart every terrorist plot? How does that make sense? Would it be terrible if one of them took 23 hours and Jack Bauer went to bed early? Would that be so terrible? Also, they never believe Jack, even though he's always right. Who are these people? Right? It's like he's always like, Mr. President, it's Abu Fayyad that's behind the attacks. And then the president's advisors are like, no, you can't listen to Jack Bauer. He's a wild and crazy guy. And they don't listen to him. And I know why they don't listen to him. Deep down, I know why. It's because of money. Okay? Because if they did listen to him, it wouldn't be called 24. It would be called 2. It just doesn't pay the bills. Harry Potter, that's a great book.
Hey.
But
I hate Harry Potter.
something in my, at some point, when is one of the teachers gonna get up and say, "What's the deal with Slytherin?" Right? Like, they're all assholes. They're all racist. We put them in a group. They support each other's theories. They don't meet any mudbloods, I'm sorry, that was they don't meet any Muggleborns and get to know them and know that they're not so different from them after all. Put them in a group. They all end up going into the wizarding KKK. And when is someone going to stand up and say, "We got to stop teaching these little neo-Nazis magic"?
Hey.
And also, like, the Sorcerer's Stone. By the way, tell me when I have 1 minute, or something. But I'll finish with I don't know. I have this more things about Harry Potter that I need to get off. And like 1 minute. All right. So the Sorcerer's Stone. For those of you that have had sex before, all right, it's a stone that that can. The stone that can bring Voldemort back to life, back to power, and he's like Wizard Hitler. Okay, so this is national security, right? So it's guarded in Hogwarts, and 3 11-year-olds breached every security measure and got all the way to the sorcerers, and it was a fiasco. One of the first ones, Devil's Snare. Hermione remembered it didn't like fire because she was paying attention in herbology. I'm like, excuse me, she's 11. Why does she know that from school? Okay, that'll be like if you asked a kid, "Hey, how'd you break into the Pentagon?" And he was like, "Long division." And then Harry had to catch a key on a broomstick, which is like sports. It has no place in those stakes. I'll be like, you got to the nuclear codes because you could make a half-court shot. All right, you got to what? And then there was a chess game on a setting that an 11-year-old beat. This is, I don't know. Put it on the hard setting in Windows 10. I'm sure he wouldn't have. I've tried. There's no getting past that. All right. Thank you very much, guys.
Well, thank you so much, Elazar. No, I love Elazar. I love Elazar's material. Talks about animals. And it reminds me that a cross between a chicken and a cow was upset. Foul mood.
Hey.
Foul mood. Yeah. In fact, that reminds me because I said to I offered a gift of feathers to Jeff Lynne, and he said no. He said, "Don't bring me down.
Don't bring me down.
Don't bring me down." It does work. Or I was actually she likes it. She struggles, but she likes it really.
You're getting late now, Michael.
Yeah. No, I did like the one with Tom Petty. Tom Petty refused to support feathers. He said, "I won't back down." All the time when I must confess, I was very impressed. I gave a blowjob to Foghorn Leghorn. Yes, I felt down in the mouth. To make matters worse, I had diarrhea. Yes, I felt down in the dumps that day.
Woo.
Anyway, big round of applause to Elazar. Now, Elazar has this thing about animals, so I thought I'd finish the show with my favorite animal joke. Is that right? Can I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Woo!
I'm going to do it anyway, so don't worry. But I was just pretending to be polite. I'm not polite. I'm a complete cunt. Before the joke, and I'm going to say this after the joke as well, I just want to make a plug. In fact, I really love that electric appliance that connects electricity. Sorry, that was a plug. New plugs. On the 12th of January, there is going to be the Reckless. Oh, it's all online. It's all there. Reckless improvisational show directed by somebody called Chase Brody, who I've yet to meet. Can't wait to that. Also, on the 4th of February, Reckless is doing another show for World Cancer Day, which we're all going to get involved with that. We actually did a charity show last December, made a bit of money there as well. So do get involved with that. Anyway, last thing, because Elazar has this thing about animals, I thought I'd close the show. I'm going to fuck off now, don't worry. I thought I'd close the show with my favorite animal joke. So here we go. I used to work in a zoo. And the cry, I haven't got there yet. You laughing already? That's good. I got one laugh. 3 more than usual. I used to work in a zoo, and the major attraction of this zoo was a gorilla. We had a very, very rare gorilla that nobody else had, and it was very exciting. And fortunately, we had a male and a female of the species. So we thought, obviously, they're going to copulate, have coitus, fuck each other, and they'll create a new gorilla baby, and the zoo will continue on and on and on. But unfortunately, there's a tragedy. The male gorilla dies on its arse, not literally, that'd be hideous. And we don't know what to do, you know. So we have a big meeting, and it's like, oh my God, this is awful, because, you know, this is our major attraction. If this dies and we can't keep it going on, what's going to happen? And then, you know, we can't, you know, we can't go to Africa because it would be too complicated, and find another gorilla because it probably doesn't exist. And even if it does exist, it's going to be wild. It can't live in captivity. So what are we going to do? And then a friend of mine, not really a friend in the Facebook sense, he says, I have a suggestion to make. It's a little bit out there, but do listen before you say no. There is a friend of mine who's very open-minded sexually, and he's a little bit hirsute. Sorry if you don't speak English, because there are some Americans watching. That means hairy. He said, I've got a friend, and he's a bit hairy, and he looks a bit like a gorilla. He's got like the big arms and stuff like that, and he'll do anything sexually, especially for money. And I'm like, oh my God, you're not suggesting that your friend fucks this gorilla hoping to impregnate it and create something similar. He goes, you got any better fucking ideas? I'd say no, but how are you going to persuade him? And he says, well, £1,000. I say, where are you going to get £1,000 from? He said, I have £1,000 in the bank. And I love this zoo. I love this zoo. This zoo for me is not just a job, it's my life. I love coming here. And if this zoo closes, I'm going to be so depressed. So I'm prepared to put up £1,000 to keep this zoo going. But given that I put up the money, you do the talking. So I said, all right, mate. Yeah, not sure. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. So I'll go and chat to this guy, and I said, listen, mate, I've got a business proposition to make. And before you say no, straight up, it's for £1,000. So let that money settle in your mind. £1,000, all right? Will you, for £1,000, have a relationship with our gorilla? And he goes, I already have a relationship with a gorilla. And I say, wonderful. He goes, yeah, I go to the zoo once a month, and the gorilla's the high point of the visit. I say, you don't understand. You haven't got it, have you? Will you, for £1,000, take this relationship with the gorilla to the next level? And he goes, What, like take her out for a beer? I don't think she drinks. So listen, you haven't got it, have you? So I'm just going to come out with it. Will you for £1,000? Will you fuck the gorilla?
Woo!
And the guy goes, yeah. Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Fuck it, I can do that. And I go, oh my God, that's wonderful. You've just solved a crisis. And he goes, yeah, but hang on. As they say in Italian, he says, hang on a minute. There are certain conditions attached. And I'm like, yeah, well, don't worry. I'm sure at this point we can accommodate you. And he goes, good, right? Because number one, if I fuck the gorilla, number one, I choose the time and the place. I'm like, yeah, sounds fair enough. He goes, good. Number two, nobody knows about it. It's top secret. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That was the idea anyway. Don't worry. And he goes, right, now number three, most important of all, number three, this £1,000 that you talked about, right? This £1,000, can I pay in installments? I liked it. Yeah, because he thinks that. Okay, anyway, that's enough bullshit from me. I do, yeah. Gorilla rape is fun. It's a lot of fun. You know, I'm glad you remember the word gorilla, because if you hadn't put gorilla, that would be offensive. That's the kind of world we live in. Like, you know, rape is not funny, but gorilla rape is hilarious. So anyway, I just want to say, I'm going to fuck off now. Don't worry. I just want to say we had a wonderful, wonderful show tonight. I want to have a big round of applause for all the acts that we had. Can we do that? Can we have a big round of applause for Kim Nash, Howdy, Brock Bordezel, and Eliza Friedman, and some cunt called Michael? Let's think about him. Okay, it's been awesome. I've had a great time. Hope you have too. Brilliant. I'm going to fuck off and get pissed because I've earned it. Thank you very much. Cheers.